Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fijiro. On today's video, we'll be talking about a tough but important topic: marriages among African immigrants. Recently, it was all over the news. I believe most of us read it. The young Nigerian doctor that took his life over child custody battle. Now, what are the causes of these problems among immigrants, African immigrants in particular? Let's dive into this topic. Let's discuss. Let's share our thoughts among ourselves. Why is this so common among us? What can be done to reduce or, if possible, eradicate divorce among Africans in the diaspora? So, let's have an open discussion. Let's share our minds, let's share our thoughts together. How about that? Now let's go. In today's video, I'll be talking about 3 main reasons of divorce among African immigrants in the diaspora. One of the reasons is cultural shift. Number 2 reason is women empowerment / independence. The third reason is the legal system favoring women in divorce and child custody. Now let's start with cultural shift. The African marriage is deeply rooted in tradition. Everyone is involved in the marriage. You have the in-laws, you have your community, even your place of worship. Everyone is involved in your marriage. But in the Western world, it's not like that. The marriage is just between the husband and the wife. Now another thing is, a typical African marriage, the man is seen as the head of the family. The woman is in a way relegated to the background, which is also a total different thing in the Western world. Most men in African marriage, back home, they are the breadwinner of their home. The woman also, she may contribute in one way or the other to the running of the home, but the man is always seen as the head of the family. Africa is rich in culture and tradition. This is a typical African traditional marriage. So glamorous. You can see so many smiling faces. In fact, love is in the air. Everyone is there to support you when there is crisis in your marriage in Africa. When issues arise, you can run to your in-laws, communities, your religion affiliations can come in to weigh in and douse the situation, and you'll be able to live peacefully. But over here is a different thing entirely. No support from anywhere. Even the African community we have over here, they would even encourage you to go for divorce over minor things, which can be easily resolved if you are living back home. So that makes the difference. We now, because so many people we have lived here for a long time, we now begin to reason like the Western people here. We want to act like them, we want to think like them, because they don't see marriage as anything. We Africans, we value marriage so much. Back home, most of us grew up in homes where even if there are issues, divorce was never an option. Well, I'm not saying if there are issues beyond your control, you should stay put. But I would say just explore every available option. But within where you know you've tried and things are not working well, then you leave. But on the flip side, over here, you see couples, once they move here, within the space of 2 years, 3 years, you hear they're divorced. And I begin to ask, what's going on? Why? Because I know if these same people are still in Africa, they will still be married. So are we imbibing the Western culture? I'm just curious, I'm asking, what's going on? Now let's talk about women empowerment and independence. In the Western world here, women have more financial power and legal backings compared to the men. Why do I say so? In the Western world, you as a woman, you work and you are paid just as your husband. Then this, I see it as, the men see it as a threat. In my own thinking, they see that this woman has gained so much financial freedom. Then let me just quickly say this. A typical African man wants to be in control. So when they see that this woman, the wife, has gained so much financial freedom, he can no longer control her, this could bring up issues. Then the women on the other hand too, you feel after I'm earning now, I am being paid as my husband is, so I don't need him again. You now have a kind of a rivalry between the two of them, which I still feel like go back to the drawing board. So if you feel the issue of finance, the issue of money is bringing issues in your marriage, I would say go back to your drawing board. Why are you here in the first place? For the betterment of your life and that of your children. So why deviating? Set your priorities right. Also, the women, I would say, remember when you were back home in Africa, this man took good care of you. He provided much for the family. So why are issues like this coming up when it can easily be trashed? I know our men can be very difficult. The African man can be very difficult. But I believe women, we treasure a marriage so much. So set your priorities right. Don't allow the issues of finance come between you and your husband. This issue of finance is a topic on its own because it's even a major problem of divorce among Africans in the diaspora. I can say it's even the number one problem. Set your priorities right and do the right thing. Even if it means splitting bills, I will say let there be transparency. Once there is transparency, you know how much is coming, each person is earning, then you plan with what you have. There shouldn't be any hidden agenda. Don't try and outsmart your spouse. You want to get a house in Africa in your name without the knowledge of your spouse. Some men do it, women do it also. Don't try and outsmart each other. I remember when I was growing up, my mom used to say something that in marriage, don't be too smart. When you think you are too wise or you are too smart, it comes back. It backfires. Let's bring another perspective to this. The legal system, how it operates in the Western world and that of Africa. The legal system favors women in divorce and child custody in the Western world compared to Africa. In the Western world, if there is a case of divorce, the man is asked to leave the home. And you are mandated to pay for child support. And if you have a home together, you are to leave no matter what. Even though you are the sole owner of the home, you are to leave. You don't have any option. Women actually make a living from child custody support in the Western world. Yes, you don't need to work. So long as the man is wealthy enough, his paycheck is very big, you are just, everything is good for you. You don't need to work again. You stretch your legs out, at the end of the month, you just get your paycheck for the child support. In Africa, the legal system and marriage favors the men. If there is a case of divorce, even if the man is to pay for child support, the money is not even enough to feed the children and to take care of the wife, the ex-wife. So divorce to the women is a no-go area, because they feel that is, if you are not financially independent, you know you can't live without the man, so you are bound there in the marriage. But here in the Western world, is a trigger. Like I said, you make a living from child support. You don't need to stress yourself going to work. So they want it. But is it worth it? Are you going to jeopardize your total well-being, your happiness, all because of money, the child support you'll be getting? To me, it doesn't worth it. What about all the plans you had before coming here? Your children, your happiness. Children, they need both parents in their lives. So weigh your options. Do the right thing. Men, do the right thing. Women, do the right thing. I'm not taking any side with any of the gender. Just do the right thing. So we'll talk about on this finance in my next video. If you love this video, give it a thumbs up. If you are new here, subscribe to this channel. I will bring in more exciting videos. I will see you in my next one. Bye.